Hello and welcome to coverage of custom standard casual matches. Today we're going to be watching a match between Zarepath and Fazzer. It looks like Fazzer is on blue-white vehicles, while Zarepath is on red-black Izamergence. So Fazzer's deck is essentially an aggressive deck, which aims to play out a bunch of vehicles, fly in the air, and deal a bunch of damage to the opponent, but also has a backdoor infinite combo with Keeper of Codices and Scion Mimic. So what you do is you play Keeper of Codices, then you play Scion Mimic copying Keeper of Codices. Keeper of Codices allows you to exile, basically flicker an artifact or enchantment, but since Scion Mimic is itself a vehicle, is itself an artifact, you can exile itself, so you just do that infinitely, and there are two creatures in the deck which pump themselves on artifact ETB. So you just do that, get an infinitely large attacker, and attack for lethal. Meanwhile, Zarepath's deck is essentially a controlling deck with a combo finish. It uses Reemergence to basically like reanimate Izalith, who is a 5/4, who on attack you can despair, which despair means that you sacrifice it at the end of your turn. You can despair it in order to search your library for a demon creature card and put it onto the battlefield. So Reemergence, essentially, its usual restriction is that you only get the creature back for a turn, but Izalith lets you grab a creature that you can keep permanently, is the deck's conceit, essentially. So on end step, Fazzer is going to flash in a Keeper of Codices, targeting nothing. Zarepath is definitely kind of on the back foot here, but if Zarepath's really in a bind, he can definitely go Journey's End, kill something. Okay, instead going to Incendiary Revel the Keeper of Codices. And see, Fazzer does have all pieces of the combo here, and if Fazzer draws another land next turn, Fazzer can just play Keeper of Codices, play Scion Mimic, and then hope to go infinite with Skyguard Sovereign. And Zarepath playing out Urn of Heroes, which lets him search his library for a legendary creature card and put it into his graveyard. In this case, searching for Izalith so he can Reemergence it next turn, but this leaves Zarepath without Journey's End mana, which means if Fazzer did not top deck a land. If Fazzer had top decked a land, Fazzer would have been able to go Keeper of Codices, Scion Mimic, attack for lethal. For now, Fazzer's just going to swing out for, I guess, swing out for 5, which tells me that Fazzer's not going to play Scion Mimic this turn, because otherwise Fazzer would have played Scion Mimic first main. So probably still holding out for the combo. Not even playing Breaker of Cities. That's really surprising to me. I feel like since Fazzer has the mana to be able to play both Wander the Unknown and Breaker of Cities, okay, I guess holding up Keeper of Codices to protect Skyguard Sovereign. So one line that I missed is that Urn of Heroes is actually a mana rock, so Zarepath did have Journey's End mana. So Fazzer is essentially protecting his combo right here. Zarepath does have enough mana, God, is that a 4th Journey's End? No, that's a 3rd one. But yeah, Zarepath has enough mana here to go Reemergence, return Izalith, grab a demon, also still have Journey's End up to be able to kill you in case of a combo. But on the flip side, Fazzer has Wander the Unknown to be able to stop Zarepath's Reemergence. So kind of a tenuous situation. And even if Zarepath kills Skyguard Sovereign, Fazzer still has a beatdown with the Soldier, Keeper of Codices, and then next turn Breaker of Cities. So Zarepath casting Reemergence, going to bring back Izalith. Here she comes. So probably at start of combat in response to the like before the despair trigger, Fazzer is going to wander the unknown it. No? Oh wait, Fazzer doesn't have wander the unknown mana. I forgot because in response to Skyguard Sovereign being targeted, he Keeper of Codices. So instead, Fazzer is going to have to eat. Oh well, I guess Fazzer is going to block Keeper of Codices, take 8 from Ceaseless Discharge, and then essentially the problem here is Fazzer no longer has access to the combo kill if Keeper of Codices dies. Because I guess Fazzer's plan here is let Isolith, because Isolith's going to die at end of turn anyways. Zarepath has Ceaseless, but then Fazzer can wander the unknown to Ceaseless, and then Fazzer just does the beatdown. So Ceaseless Discharge is going to add 8 mana. Zarepath's going to use that to use the from graveyard mode of Incendiary Revel to shoot Fazzer in the face for 4. Going to do another one of those with another Incendiary Revel. So yeah, Fazzer has to kill Ceaseless Discharge here, or just lose to Incendiary Revel next turn. But first is casting Scion Mimic, copying Skyguard Sovereign. This pumps the Soldier and Skyguard Sovereign. Then tapping 2 for Wander the Unknown. Breaker of Cities. Okay, let's see. Oh, because of the double Skyguard Sovereign, playing Breaker of Cities actually pumps for 4. Or sorry, pumps each creature by +2/+2. And so it gave Fazzer enough damage to get lethal that turn. I missed that line. That's actually really cute. So it basically ended up being a +3/+3 pump to team. And then that's it. Yeah, and so I think that was 1 over lethal because it was like 13 damage. And yeah, I can't help but think that Zarepath may have gotten a little bit greedy with the Rebels there, because Zarepath did have a Journey's End in hand to be able to kill one of the creatures in response. And definitely could have like Revel kill your board, or like Revel, or like one Revel, or like only use one Revel at phase, and then wait until next turn. Because Zarepath was winning next turn anyways if he managed to hold on to Ceaseless Discharge. So going all in that turn. Or actually, I guess what Zarepath was thinking is because you take damage when you lose the mana from Ceaseless Discharge, Zarepath wanted to spend it all, I guess. I still think it was a overextension though. Anyways, on end here, Zarepath is going to play Dark Soothsaying. Looks like, ooh, just milling lands. It's not what you want to see. And Zarepath doesn't have a way to mill him, like get these demons out of his hand, and he only has Incendiary Revel. Also, I'm not sure why Fazzer is just passing here. I feel like Fazzer should play Skyguard Ascendant or play Writing. I don't know why Fazzer isn't just playing cards. Oh no, I know why. Never mind. It's because Fazzer is trying to hold up Wander the Unknown in case Zarepath goes off. The thing is though, Zarepath doesn't exactly have a way to go off with this much mana unless he already has a creature in grave. Though I guess what Fazzer's afraid of is Journey's End on Fazzer's end step, and then just going for the kill. Anyways, so Zarepath played Online Tutor on his turn. This allows him to search for a card and upload it, which means exile it, and you can pay 2 to put it into your hand. So he found Reemergence, and I think at this point is just hoping to draw into some way to discard Isolith or Ashen Persecutor. Or no, it's going to be hard casting Isolith here. Interesting. On end step, Fazzer is going to wander the unknown it, because at 4, Fazzer had enough to play Skyguard Ascendant and also have Wander the Unknown up. And with 5, yeah, Fazzer can play either Vayne, Ekbrom, or, okay, he's going to be playing Writing. And also still has another Wander the Unknown up. Isn't going to be attacking with the Skyguard, though. I feel like now that you have an answer, Zarepath should be getting, or Fazzer should be getting aggressive here. So Zarepath playing the Duress is going to be able to grab the Wander the Unknown. Yep. And now Zarepath can Reemergence Izalet. Or no, sorry, Izalet is exiled, never mind. So Zarepath can discard Ashen Persecutor with Ecstatic Prayer, and then hope to draw into some other action. I think is probably the line. Oh, Zarepath's just going to be passing. I guess Zarepath wants to hold up Incendiary Revel. Meanwhile, I think... Okay, so tapping out 4 for Skyguard Sovereign. Yep, getting that board presence. Zarepath does have a way to kill Skyguard Ascendant at end, but Fazzer has the Pithing Needle to be able to turn off the other 2 modes of Incendiary Revel. So yeah, in response, going to be playing Incendiary Revel from his grave, killing the Skyguard Sovereign, which is why I think the ordering on that was kind of messed up. But yeah, Pithing Needle comes in. Incendiary Revel. Skyguard Ascendant is actually now a 4/3 because it gets buffed from both Pithing Needle and Skyguard Sovereign. Oh, also Skyguard Sovereign counts itself. So swings out for 5, putting a decent clock on Zarepath. The problem is that Zarepath now definitively knows that Fazzer doesn't have a way to answer his Reemergence target, so he can feel confident going Ecstatic Prayer, discard Ashen Persecutor, and then probably Reemerge it right here. And then swing out for 7, steal a card to gain some life. So tapping 3 for Reemergence. Bring back Ashen Persecutor. Also, Zarepath is like pretty close to being able to like hard cast this Ashen Persecutor. I think that's what Zarepath was hoping to like draw into another land. So Zarepath gets Ashen Persecutor, makes Fazzer discard Vayne, and then domes Fazzer for 7. On end step, returns the Ashen Persecutor to hand, and is probably hoping to draw a card next turn to drop, because a 7/7 flying is going to block everything in Fazzer's deck profitably, essentially. So I guess Fazzer's line here is probably Scion Mimic copying Skyguard Ascendant, and then Ekbrom. So plays Ekbrom. And I think playing Scion Mimic here just makes sense, because on end step, you can crew Ekbrom to basically give you a second draw, but you can also keep Ekbrom up as a blocker. And Skyguard goes up to a 3/2 because Scion Mimic entered. Yep, swinging out. And Fazzer, so Zarepath knows Fazzer only has Ekbrom, so basically Zarepath should feel pretty confident here, but doesn't hit the 7th land needed for Ashen Persecutor. Instead is gonna pay 2 mana, probably Dark Soothsaying. No, 3 mana for Incendiary Revel, kill Skyguard Ascendant. And then paying 1, Despise, gonna make Fazzer discard the 2nd Ekbrom. And then probably save Journey's End. Or no, just playing Journey's End now. Journey's End, kill Ekbrom. In response, probably gonna crew Skyguard. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter because Fazzer won't get the draw off of it, really. So, drawing a creature, that's good. I think probably plays Keeper of Codices on Zarepath's end to pretend to have interaction or pretend to have nothing. Basically just lulled Zarepath into a false sense of security. Also, if Fazzer had played it main phase, Zarepath would have had the Flame Blast to be able to kill it, so that's a good move. Meanwhile, Zarepath just drawing, going to end. And gonna play Keeper of Codices, Flickering Writing to be able to draw some more cards. I almost wonder if Zarepath should have used this, or, oh wait, sorry, Zarepath doesn't have any Reemergence targets in grave. My bad. So Fazzer drew into a third copy of Ekbrom. Really looking difficult for Zarepath right here. And a Wander the Unknown. I think drawing into the third Wander the Unknown probably closes out the game. So attacks out for 5. Zarepath can Flame Blast Keeper here. And then, but doesn't really, and then can hard, oh actually, probably this turn hard cast Ashen Persecutor is the line. Yep, hard casting Ashen Persecutor, and then gets to grab Wander the Unknown. Ooh, so in response to the ETB trigger, Fazzer is going to Wander the Unknown, the Ashen Persecutor. And I think that ends the game, because Fazzer doesn't have any non-land cards to be, or non-land cards to be able to grab, so Zarepath can't gain life. Yeah, it's looking pretty grim. Next turn, Zarepath can cast Ceaseless Discharge, though, if he survives that long. Ooh, but oh no. Vayne. Does Vayne give Fazzer a killing line here? It does. So Fazzer plays, so Cruz Scion Mimic, plays Vayne, untaps Ekbrom, and then swings out for 8 exactly. Because Vayne lets him untap Ekbrom and give it +1/+1. Oh yeah, and because writing plus draw for turn plus Ekbrom draw off being untapped, yeah, that's game. Oh god, and he's going for the overkill, playing Skyguard Sovereign. And yeah, that was solidly game. So good games to both players. It was a really interesting back and forth, but in the end, Fazzer just had the overwhelming card and board advantage and won 2-0 over Zarepath.